Hey, how's it going, everybody? Gravimetric back again with another video. And first and foremost, guys, I would like to say thank you for everybody who has watched my last video and show support. I really appreciate it. I am just a little small time, or I wouldn't say small time, little medium time streamer who's trying to make it out here in this YouTube world, guys. And I appreciate everybody who supports me and who continues to support me here on out. I will be uploading a lot of Digimon content, so if you are into this game, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like the video, share them on Twitter, follow me on Twitter, share them with your friends, play them for your mom, your kids, your dog, everybody. Just let everybody see the videos and just help me get out there. And also come visit the stream, because like I said, I'm a streamer. I said this many times before. I am mainly a streamer, and I'm pushing my stream really hard, but I'm also trying to get into this YouTube world. So if you would like to help me on this, you know, check out the stream, check out my Twitter, do all of the good stuff, and yeah, I'll hope to see you guys there. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the Digifarm, and also we're gonna touch upon stats as well, because the Digifarm and stats go hand in hand. You can't talk about one without the other. So that's basically what this video is about today. We're in the Digifarm right now. For those who don't know what the Digifarm is, let me just give you a little quick overview. The Digifarm is essentially a daycare for your Digimon to sit in while they're not being used. While in the Digifarm, they gain not only levels but stats too. A lot of people are confused about how this works, so I've done a bit of looking around on the internet, and I think I know enough about how this works to try and explain it. When you first enter your Digifarm, you will see you only have one farm island, but later in the game you will get items that increases not only the size of the island but also how many islands you can have. The max amount of islands you can have is 5, and your max rank per island is also 5. With each rank gained, you earn 1 farm goods slot. Once you select a farm of choice, you are presented with some choices. Among these choices are command, change leader, and farm goods. Also, when you have a farm extension item, which is used to increase the rank and size of your farm, the 4th option will appear underneath farm goods. It will say farm expansion slot or farm expansion plugin or something along those lines. Once you click command, you are presented with more options. Train, which has 3 different tiers, is where you go when you want your Digimon and your farm to level up and gain stats. The leisure course is the only option that doesn't have any negative effect on your Digimon, so it's safe to always go with this method. Or not this method, go with this route, I'm sorry. But sometimes the tough course just looks too good. The stat bonus, it just looks too good, and who really cares about friendship these days? You know what I'm saying? And in case you were curious about what I mean by friendship, this abbreviation CAM basically is the stat for friendship. So that's the stat that I'm going to refer to as friendship from here on out. So if you ever hear me talk about friendship, it's that stat. The general idea behind training is that your Digimon increases its stats, but it's a little bit deeper than that. Their stats do increase, but it is heavily dependent on the personality type of your Digimon and also the farm leader. Before I get into that, here are all the personalities and what stats go hand in hand with them. Durable, which gives plus 5% HP. Lively, which gives plus 5% SP. Fighter, which gives plus 5% attack. Defender, which gives plus 5% defense. Nimble, which gives plus 5% speed, and Brainy, which gives plus 5% intelligence. I'll leave a chart or a list of these personalities and their stat increases in the description, so you guys can get a better visual of what I just said. Or I'll probably try to add it on the screen as I say it, you know, with the beauty of editing, but we'll see. I'm not really the best editor in the world, and I don't really know how to do that kind of stuff, but I can probably figure it out. Anyway, moving on. There are 2 other personalities, which are Builder and Searcher. Builder increases your chances of getting good items in development, and Searcher increases the quality of the items in quests in the Digifarm. I'm pretty sure that's what they each do. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. I think that's what they both do. But anyway, there are items called patches that can change your Digimon's personality that can be found at various shops throughout the game. Once you change your Digimon's personality, they instantly gain the stats for that personality. So if you're a let's say Salomon, she is lively, she gains SP. If I were to switch her to a, let's say, fighter, she would instantly gain the plus 5% attack, and she will no longer be gaining the SP. So once you change their personality, it instantly shows in their stats. On to the farm leader. This is where I get questions a lot, as well. People often are confused as to what the importance of the farm leader is. The farm leader is very important. The farm leader is the person who basically dictates what stat is going to be increased for everybody in the Digifarm. If you have a leader who is a Nimble type and you have a Digimon in the farm who is a defender type, that defender type Digimon will gain defense as well as speed, since the leader is a speed type. But the leader will only gain speed and not defense, since the leader can only gain stats from his own personality. So let's go to my other Digifarm and let's see, change leader. All right, so we have a bunch of different varieties in here. All right, let's say Platinum Sukamon. Okay, Platinum Sukamon is a Brainy type. So if I were to make him the leader, he is an intelligence type, right? So his intelligence, since he's a leader, will be shared with the whole farm. While he's sharing his intelligence gain with the whole farm, they're also gaining their own personality stats. So you're gaining 2 stats for everybody else, but the leader is only gaining 1, because the leader is the leader. So he only is going to be getting his main stat and no one else's stat. He's not getting anyone else's bonus, but everyone is getting his bonus, if that makes sense. And you can change the type of the leader to whatever you would like to get that bonus stat for the rest of the farm. So Leomon is gaining speed and intelligence. Tyrannomon is gaining speed and intelligence. Black Gatomon is gaining, what is Lively? Lively is SP, so she's gaining SP and intelligence, and then more speed and intelligence appear. Now this farm isn't, I'm not going for anything specific in my farms yet. They're literally just thrown in there because I wanted to put them in a farm. So don't look at my charts and say and think this is like the way to go. I have no clue what any of these Digimon are doing in here. I just threw them in here. Through your personality, you can enhance your stats. Your enhanced stats are shown in the bracket next to your regular stats, and there's a limit to your bonus stats depending on your Digimon's ABI. In the bracket next to attack, you see plus 20. Those are bonus stats. Everything in the bracket are bonus stats. All right. And your ABI is down there. You see Darugamon's ABI is 9, which is extremely low. I'm gonna have to digivolve him and get it up there. But the ABI can be raised through digivolution and digivolution, and can also be increased by feeding your Digimon Miracle Meat to maximize ABI gain. Another way to maximize the ABI gain is to digivolve at the maximum level of your Digimon. But sometimes there's just too much work involved in getting to max level, so you may need, or you may just want to digivolve before reaching max, which is also just as good. It's just as good to digivolve early as it is to digivolve late. But it all depends on what you want to do with that said Digimon. The more ABI you have, the higher your bonus stats can be. The max your ABI can be is 100, and the max bonus stat you can have is also 100, which this 100 can be divided into any of the stats you like, but you only get 100 to divide amongst all of your stats. So basically what that means is you have a max of 100 bonus stats that you can allocate to any of your stats across the board. Attack, defense, speed, intelligence, SP, health, whatever. You can allocate that 100 bonus points across the whole all your stats, right? But as long as your ABI gives you room to do such. So if your ABI is low, you don't have those 100 stats to work with. But if your ABI is maxed, you have those stats to work with. So that's how the stats work, and that's how you can make the quote-unquote perfect Digimon. You can't have max stats across the board. I don't think that that's possible. I think that you only can have 100, and you can only put them into where one or the, you have to divide them amongst all of your stats. The next topic is development. This command will make your Digimon develop/make items for you. There are 2 very useful farm goods that really help you with the development process, and they are Developer's Know-How and Sleuth Secret. And you can buy both of these items from the store inside the Digilab, but I'm not sure if there's a certain part in the store you have to clear to unlock them, or if they're just unlocked at the beginning. I didn't bother taking note to that, but they're pretty pricey. The store is right here, and they're pretty pricey, as you just saw. They're about 25k a piece, so you'll be spending 50k for both of these, and they're really great for development. But honestly, unless you know what you're doing, development isn't really ideal early on. I might make a video later on about development in depth, so that I can help you guys understand more about how development works and all of the craziness that is involved in the development process. So maybe look forward to that video. I might have that coming soon as well, if it's needed. If it's needed, you know, let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see an in-depth development video, and I'll try to get you guys one ASAP. But let's go on to the last command in the Digifarm that I feel is the most useless command in all of mankind. It's investigate. This command I don't really see a point to it as of yet, but it's still worth noting. Investigate is a command that will make your Digimon go and find cases for you to complete from the whiteboard. They're generally just a hey, I lost this, go find it kind of quest, where you just run around looking for a shiny thing on the ground and you get a medal for it. I don't know if that's all they're good for, but that's just what I've seen so far. So yeah, I avoid them. But for completionists out there, get those medals, guys. Get those medals. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. I hope I cleared up a little bit about the confusion around the Digifarm. I tried to cover a lot about stats. If you guys still have questions about stats, you just ask them in the comment section, and I'll try to get to them. I'll try to answer them. But somebody brought this to my attention, and I figured, like, hey, it's a perfect idea for a video. I should definitely get out here and find this information for you guys. And I'm sorry I just burped, that was so gross. But find this information for you guys, because there's a lack of information on YouTube for this game, and I really want this game to succeed. I really want this game to do well, because I also want other Digimon games to come over here to the West and not have to wait a whole year for them to be localized. You know what I mean? If you like this video, please smack that like button. If it helped you at all at any point in this video, if you were like, oh man, thank you, please make sure you hit that like button. Share it on Twitter if you use Twitter. I don't know if people use Twitter anymore, man. It seems like nobody does, but I'm on Twitter. You know, follow me at Gravimetric TV. It'll be in the description if you need it. Like the video. If you're new, subscribe. I will bring back more Digimon content in the future. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check for these videos. Yeah, like the video, subscribe. New, I love you. Look at my Shine Greymon. And yeah, I'm out. Peace.